It's Fruit for God is 11:11, and I'm back with some more messages. How you guys doing today? I hope all is well with everyone. The title is exactly what it is. Folks really try to come in the middle of this ordained connection. Collective is what I'm getting. And these are folks that kind of knew that you and someone was to be like spiritually connected or have this like ordained union, okay, to whereas you were meant to be together, but that's not what they wanted, because this is something that they definitely did not have. These energies became snakes in your garden. Okay, so spirit is advising you to keep your grass low and be on the lookout for these individuals because they come in all forms. Okay, for many of you, it can be like on a deeper end in regards to like family, friends, you know, people that you definitely trust with, like good judgment, people that you felt like would have good judgment in regards to, what you want, who you want, what you wanted to actually do. But it's like a proven fact now that these individuals, you realize something. You realize something with these individuals, and I feel like it really cut deep, or it hurt you to the core to know that, these energies wanted your destiny. They wanted your life. They wanted, your lifestyle. They wanted to, show up as you. They wanted what belongs to you. Okay? And at first it's like whoever I'm picking up on, they didn't see it at first. Okay, this is someone that was in denial. They were in denial about this is what, these energies wanted, and this is the reason why they were being the way that they were actually being in regards to um your connection. But you found out the truth. You found out the truth, and I feel like you found out the truth throughout like a period of observation, observing. You found out the real truth. Give me a second here, you guys. I feel like these energies that's involved, they are experiencing bad, bad. It's a bad return. Okay, we had a clear quartz. Okay, that may be resonating, or the pyrite stone may be resonating with someone here. Okay, maybe you have these two, but I don't know. These two are doing something energy wise. It's doing something right now for you as a collective. Okay, now I want to advise you guys that whatever this is that's coming out in this message, from the way that I received this message, is definitely going to be like on the deep end. It's going to be on the deep end. Okay, so remember to only take what resonates to you, and whatever don't resonate with you, just leave it behind. Okay, you see someone for who they are. You do. And it's like you never wanted to look at whoever this is like that. Like you never wanted to view this person in that type of light. But it's like you realize that's what was stopping you. That's what was holding you back from, the truth, or seeing the truth, or tapping into the truth, your own belief system. You thinking that, oh no, this one would never, this one could never, this one loved me, They made a promise to me. They vowed that we'll always be family or friends, or you know. But it's like once you saw the truth, it could have been devastating, but at the end of the day, somebody could have said, you know what, I have to face the music. This is what it is. This is what it is. This is what it was. And this is what it's been. But it's like somebody didn't have the, like, they couldn't muster up the nerve to stand up for themselves, stand up for their person, or stand up for what was right. It's like they were struggling in that department because of the denial, because of the, no, it can't be. This is not it. This is not what's really happening here. And for some of you, these individuals could be individuals that were pretty close. They were pretty close to you. Okay? And so you thought. So you thought. And whoever these individuals are right now, collective, listen, you know who they are because they're going through it. Okay? And it's not nothing that you wished on these individuals. It's just naturally happening because of the role that they played with stepping into, inserting themselves in something that was ordained to actually be, or something that was ordained to happen. Because whoever you are, you or whoever this person is, I'm picking up on like a great deal of suffering. Okay? A great deal of suffering that, you could have endured, or this person, due to what these other energies were doing, saying, you know, I definitely feel like these are energies that did some type of witchcraft on you guys. I'm so serious, okay? It don't matter how this witchcraft, came about. It don't matter if it was, them doing candle magic, doing rituals, word witchery, speaking negatively about you. It was something that was happening, or something that actually occurred here by some extremely jealous folks. And it's like, maybe you could have always say, well, these individuals, are jealous and things of that sort. But to find out that your theory and your observation of them was actually correct, I feel like that did something. It hit different for you to realize that, listen, yeah, this is something else. This is exactly what I thought it was, but again, you didn't want to see it. So let's see what we have going on here. As you can see, we going back to the original, I want to say traditional, not original, because this is not the original deck, but the traditional deck. Okay, someone name could be Jeffrey or Jeff. Last name Jefferson. Thank you for your gifts. May return to you many folds. Sent that, I don't know. Thank you, Flawless Empress. Thank you so much. All right, Flawless Empress. Definitely, per your request, added you as a mod. So tap in, okay? Because it looks like you're the only one here right now. So make sure you tapping in and you on that business, okay? I really appreciate that. All right. As far as my minds, it's really not nothing that deep. We just don't tolerate disrespect to the messenger or the chat or the collective in general, and that's the only thing. Okay, so if you disrespect anyone in the chat, you will be removed, blocked, and or deleted, period. Okay, and that's just the way that it is. We're not taking no one's projections, we are not taking anyone's projections. And I'm also looking for more mods that's always, present when you girls tapping in. I'm definitely looking for more mods because we need them. Okay? Remember, we doing this together, you guys, all right? Remember that. So, something is beeping. Hold on, guys. I think I left my fridge open. Give me a second here. Everything in here beep. If in it, the stove, the refrigerator, you know, the oven, everything beep. The microwave, even the microwave collective. Okay, everything beep when it's open or you know, so, and I feel like that's a good thing though. Uh-oh. So my name could be Smokey. Okay, someone could go by the name of Bear. Someone name could be Tina. Someone name could be Lydia. Okay, someone name could be Jim. Someone name could be Joe. All right, let's get it. Here we go. Let's see what we have going on here. Ooh, wow. The first one is the Tower. Listen. Okay, like I said, this gonna get deep, and the first one that come out is the Tower Collective. The Four of Pentacles. The nine of wands is what I saw next, and then the Nine of Cups. God is good all the time God is good. Someone is very emotional. Like, I instantly, once I saw the Tower, my eyes started tearing up. Okay, like instantly. Y'all know I'm sensitive Sally. Anyway, someone name could be Sally or Sally Ann, but however, I'm also getting Monique. All right, but my eyes are getting teary because someone here is being hit with a tower, constant towers. And for you, by you being this empath and someone that empathize and sympathize with energy, spirit is telling you to literally sit this one out. Okay, sit this out. Okay, do not get involved in this because their fate will become your fate. Okay, and remember, the names could be first, last, or middle names of anyone. Okay, but there's some energies that's been attacking you guys, like repeatedly. Okay, over this connection. This is someone that wanted to destroy you and someone else. Okay, they wanted to where they could actually get someone to hold back from you. Okay, because this is someone that felt like or feels like someone have what it takes to literally build some type of empire here. And you know, by these being your ordained person, they really didn't want you to have this at all. Okay, they really wanted to do something harmful to stop or block a connection or block you or this person from, you know, becoming equally yoked or even, you know, coming together with one another. We have the Nine of Wands energy here. They want to make some obstacles so high for someone that they wouldn't be able to, you know, knock them down, you know, in due time or in the nick of time. You know, they wanted to make it to where, you know, it was going to take a while for someone to come out of whatever this is that, you know, they tried to send to you or someone, or, you know, whatever this is that they actually did themselves. Okay, it's like somebody wanted someone to hold back love from you, because as you can see, the arms are crossed, the arms are folded here, and that's 9 cups back there. That's complete wish fulfillment. And although you could be wish fulfillment to someone, it's more so that, they wanted this person to hold back on this love that they have for you. They didn't want this person to actually give it to you at all. Okay, this is someone that tried to, I want to say, dominate someone's life. Okay, but it's not like they tried to, come off as someone that was domineering. They wanted to pretend like, oh, I'm family, or I'm a friend, and I care. It was something like that that actually happened in this situation. Okay, because I feel like this individual is the wounded warrior. This person may not be playing with a full deck. You see how this little bandage is on top of the head of this person? It's like something is going on with this person mentally. Okay, something is going on with this person mentally, and I feel like that's what's going on. Listen, um, Miles, anyone? I didn't. Hold on. Let me see. I don't know what happened then. Hold on a second. Hi, Patrick. Okay, so let's see what we have going on here. All right, now I'm not gonna say anything. I really don't. I really don't say. I really don't speak. You know, in terms of everything that I actually know. Okay, or what I may feel. But if I feel it or if I see it, then it's done. And I just want to say that. Okay, I just want to say that. And if you know, you know. And that's just it, right? So moving forward, let's see what we got going on. I feel like someone is extremely emotional here at this time. Yeah, look, when I cut the deck, we have the King of Swords and we have the deck card. Okay, so it definitely could be a King of Swords energy that's going through this here. Okay, that's going through some type of rebirth. Okay, like a dead and rebirth here. Okay, someone could be transitioning from and it could even be their mind that's transitioning from what was or what they thought that something actually was that is not. This is someone that's on that type of time now. They are realizing something. They have realized something here. I feel like this person could be extremely emotional, um because they have to end things. This is someone that's in the energy of using this sword to cut things off, people, places, and things that they felt like, they they thought that, this is someone that never thought that they'll have to do this. Okay, this is what was holding this person back. I feel like in regards to having this connection with you, because of the connections that they had. Okay, and the reason why I'm saying this King of Swords energy is because this is the only one that's out here. Okay, yeah, they have other energies that may be out here, you know, but this is the only one that actually, came out in the form of a king. And this person is standing on business, and they literally mean business in this situation here. They're putting an ending to they're putting an ending to things here. Okay, they're putting there is an ending. Someone is fed up, someone is tired, someone had enough. Someone had enough of not being able to be with the person that they want, the person that they love, to appease other energies, to please other energies. This is someone with the 9 of Cups being here. Although this, whoever this friend or family member is, tried to deem it as this person was holding back their love, and they could have even been holding back their love. But this is somebody that have a whole lot of love for someone here. They have a whole lot of love, and they could have been holding back financially, and they could have been holding back their emotions, like emotionally. I feel like somebody is reaching a breaking point because of all of these obstacles. This person is like, listen, these obstacles, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I shouldn't be going through this. You know, my life is supposed to be easier than what it is right now. You know, I feel like this is someone that's been praying. They've been doing a whole lot of praying because they're tired of living a lie. This is someone that's tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired, is what I'm picking up on here. So far, this person could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. Okay? They're sick and tired of being sick and tired. They are. And they're using this sword. It's like, listen, they are finally realizing that they have this sword for a reason. Okay? They have it for a reason. They was gifted this for a reason. You know, they was born into this energy for a reason. Okay? And I feel like that's a part of the reason why they are going through this death and rebirth. They are transitioning and they're making a change here because they're realizing that whatever this is that they are doing is or supposed to be doing is their birthright, or what they're doing right now, they should have been done a long time ago. And this person is feeling like things wouldn't have gotten out of hand like it did. They wouldn't have lost control. This is someone that lost control. They did. What do we have? Yep, the Six of Pentacles. Okay? Because when it came down to this energy, I feel like someone was not fair to someone. They realized that they were not, and it's not just anybody. Whoever this person is the person that they know that they were ordained to be with. This is someone that this person think of day and night, night and day, and they know that they were not supposed to do what they did. This is somebody that put the one that they love on a back burner for other individuals. And they definitely receive karma for what they did to this person. And they know that, listen, you know, this could be somebody that was not prone to change. This could be somebody that was always doing the same things over and over again. And it's like they were getting away with it. But until they met the ordained person, this is when everything started unfolding. This is when, you know, things that they never imagined would happen started happening to them. The things that they used to get away with, they stopped getting away with it. And that was Spirit's way of showing this person who someone is or who someone was. But they were ignoring the signs because of these other individuals. I feel like this person, whoever this person is, they really cannot look at the person that they literally hurt. They can't make eye contact with this person because they instantly start feeling shame and guilt. And this is someone that never felt this way about nothing and no one before. They never felt this way before. They never was in this energy before. It's like, you know, like if you do something wrong and you know you did something wrong, but you could be in the energy of not caring that you did something wrong, and you'll still be able to look someone dead in the eyes or in the face like, yeah, I did that. I meant that and I mean it. And you know I'll do it again. One of those type of looks. This is different for this person. Whoever this is that they found out the truth about, that's their ordained person. They cannot look at this person. They cannot. Yeah, look, and also this is someone that they couldn't defeat. This person could have defeated a lot of other individuals, but when it came down to this individual, they just couldn't do it. It's like no matter what they did and no matter what they tried, it's like whoever this person is, that's their person, is like in this undefeated energy. It's like nothing that they can really do to defeat this person, although they feel like they defeated this person to a certain degree, if that makes sense. They feel like they wronged this person. They feel like they let this person down because of other individuals here. This person is feeling bad because they feel like they came up against someone here with other energies. They didn't give to this connection equally, if at all. Whoever this person is that this person is ordained to be with, or they are ordained person, This person could have really believed in this person. When I say believed in this person, hold on, guys. They could have really believed in this person, collective. Okay? And this person let this person down. All these fell in my lap. They let this person down. And they dealing with this every day. Whoever this is, they're dealing with this on a daily basis. I feel like somebody had it to their wits' end with whoever these other individuals are. And they definitely cut whoever this is off. They had to. And it's like, it's different now, because at first it's like they didn't want to, but it's like that changed with the dead card being here. That came to a complete end. Somebody's like, yes, it's only right for me to do this. I have to do this. I am. I have to, and I am. I want to do this now. Now is the time. Now is the time. Yeah, look, we had the Seven of Pentacles that came out in the reverse. They're no longer invested in whoever this is that came up against this journey, or want to invest with these individuals. They just simply don't want to do it. Somebody realized that, yeah, they really betrayed someone and hurt someone here. They did. And you know, I still feel like whoever this is receiving karma. What we have, look, yeah, the Chariot. It's like they were not able to move forward, okay? Due to whoever this is that they are investing in, or were investing in, collective, before, you know, they did the cut, the big chop. It's like they were stuck. They were not able to move forward in this situation. This person was stuck, having to deal with all of the madness, having to deal with all of these individuals that was coming up against, you know, them. Somebody was not seeing this at first. This is someone that thought these individuals was literally happy for them, or wanted the best for them. And I feel like the reason why they doing a big chop is because they found out about somebody doing some type of spell work on them. I feel like that energy alone broke this person. Yeah, look, we had a Four of Swords in the reverse. Listen, that's why the Tower is here. You know, this is my no rest for the wicked card with the Four of Swords in the reverse here. And the upright is all about, like, redemption, like, you know, resting, recuperating, getting prepared for, you know, the rest of their journey. This is someone that is like, they were robbed out of this opportunity, okay? They were robbed out of this opportunity right here to be able to get into that energy, or to tap into that energy. And this is the reason why the Tower hit for whoever these wicked individuals were that was tampering with this person's free will. But it's like somebody's spirit guides was telling them, listen, you have to want this. You know, we can't even intrude. We can't even, you know, insert ourselves. You know, this is, you got to invite us. You got to ask for help. You know, it got so bad to where this person is like, when it came down to their mental state, it's like, whatever this spell work consists of, it was to wipe, like, this person memory clean of, you know, of spirituality, or them even being a spiritual being, period. Now remember, this is someone that have a high calling on their life, whoever this individual is. But they never knew that. It's like, this is someone that never knew that, because whenever they clean this person's mind clean of, you know, them being a spiritual being and where they were to journey to, they replaced it And that's where that word witchery could have came in at. They could have replaced it with negativity. They could have replaced it with things like, you're not going to ever be shit. You're not going to amount to shit. It could have been all negative things like that, instead of, letting this person know that, listen, you are somebody. I know who you are. I know who you were destined to be. And you know what I'm getting? This could have not only happened to this person. If this person is the emperor, they have an empress, and I feel like the same thing happened to this empress energy. It's like whoever their ordained partner is, you guys could have went through similar things, if not identical things, that could have actually happened or occurred. Like whatever this person experienced in life, you experienced the same thing. And this don't have anything to do with like trauma bonding. This is like real life. This is what you guys experience. And I feel like something was made known to this person. Something was made clear to this person. About you. And I feel like these other individuals didn't like that. The way that this person first started speaking of you. The things that they felt about you in the beginning. It's like these energies will be coming like filled with anger, because this person found their person, collective. This is some energies that was even willing to swap it out with this person. They could have even been asking this person for you. Wow. They could have been asking this person for you. Like, if this is like other guys, like, let me be with this person, or let me date this person, or, things of that sort. Because they knew who you were. It's like they knew that this person when they met you, they knew they knew you were the one for this person. If that makes sense. Look at this. I can't make it up. Look at the freaking Hierophant energy. This is that ordained couple. This is that energy right here with the Hierophant. They knew exactly who you were to this person. And they knew that this is something that God himself ordained for you guys to be together and have this union. This was a blessed union, and that's why they were asking for you. It's like they wanted this person to deal with a karmic energy and stay in that situation and come up off you and give you to them so they can be blessed, or they can gain off of you some type of prosperity. And someone knew this, but since these energies knew who you were, they tried to come in, they tried to start a whole lot of conflict between you guys. Okay? It was a lot of stuff that was going on, or it was a lot that was happening here. And I'm talking about with everybody. Like, if you guys didn't have an ex energy, then that don't resonate with you. But it was exes, it was family, friends, everyone who were able to identify what type of connection this is. It brought all these energies together to come up against this connection right here. They all was fighting real hard, collective. And I feel like something wasn't immediately revealed to someone here, but someone knew. It's like someone knew. You could have been the one that knew what was happening. It's like you were able to straight see everything that was going on here. But somehow, again, they were able to grab hold of this person and try to make them believe that what you were saying was not true. That you were not the one, that you were a karmic energy and you were coming in to ruin their life and ruin what they had going on. And, in the process of them feeding this information to this person, They were wiping this person memory, the memory of this energy, what was ordained away. Like, I don't know if they were trying to erase the thought of you or the memory of you. They was trying to take you clean out of this person's consciousness. What do we have? The Knight of Pentacles here. Okay? They wanted to put this person at a standstill. You see this stance on this horse? They didn't want this person to budge. They didn't want this person to be able to move forward and come in and offer you this pinnacle. Again, that goes back to this Four of Pentacles energy right here. Somebody was more than capable of building or creating an empire, or both you guys were more than capable of building and creating this together, but they wanted this person to hold back from you. And if you add this one pentacle with this four, that's the Five of Pentacles. They started putting in work to try to keep this person stuck, not being able to move, to leave this situation with you out in the cold, collective. And it's just hitting someone with a curve. I don't know if this is someone that's getting older, okay? With the Four of Pentacles and a One Pentacle, someone could be 41 or someone could be 40. But if someone, I don't know if it's wisdom or like older age, this person is becoming wise over the years. They're thinking about how their life unfolded. And I feel like at some point, this is someone that did not want to touch bases on, what happened before with these individuals. They were sweeping it under the rug because of who they were to them. But then an ending occurred. And I feel like an ending that they felt. Something could have ended with you. And they started feeling like this was not supposed to be. This was not supposed to end. And why do I feel the way I feel if this is right? If I'm not supposed to be with the collective, because remember, that's what they thinking in their mind now at this point, all negativity. Before they wisened up, they were thinking all negative thoughts because they wiped the memory of you from this person, because this person did not want to believe that these individuals were spiritually attacking them. It's like they gave these energies too much credit because of who they were supposed to be. It's like, nah, this is family. They love me. This is friends that I've had for years. They'll never, try to lead me down the wrong path, and tell me something. They're gonna tell me the truth. They're gonna always tell me the truth. It was that was happening. Or this is somebody that I dealt with. We left on good terms. Why would they try to tell me something, if we not together anymore? What is going to benefit them to tell me that, this person is the wrong person for me or not the right person for me? This is the way that someone was thinking here. But they realized something, because I feel like once you moved away from this situation, they started feeling the loss of you. They started feeling the emptiness. They started feeling like something was missing. They started feeling a disconnect. They tried to move forward with their life. They even tried to get into another connection, but the connection is not connecting. They cannot connect with whoever they're trying to connect with. Now, this could be somebody that tried everything they could to connect with this individual, but they can't. Not that this person may not be a likable person or someone that may, look good or, have certain things or whatever the case may be that was to this person liking, but they just simply cannot connect. It's a disconnect there. It's a strong disconnect. And the whole time this person was feeling like the reason why they couldn't do this is because you were doing something to them, because I feel like this is what these energies was telling this person, because they knew that you were a spiritual being. So they used your spirituality against you to this person to try to make it look like it was a freaking crime, or it was something that you were doing wrong, or that, you know, you were forbidden, or like, you know, they were forbidden to move towards you because of the type of lifestyle that you actually live or have, and somebody forgot about the life that they live with you. This is someone that completely put on the back burner the thought of you and how they knew you to really be. Okay? Someone that was dedicated, honest, loyal, always told them the truth, and someone that they can always talk to. Maybe you guys did talk about spirituality and the things that you guys knew. They erased the memory, because during that time, if this person would have brought up what they had known about spirituality, then these energies would have came into play, if that makes sense. Then this person would have told you, listen, I know who attacking us. It's this one, it's that one, it's da 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 da. You know, because of the history, because of the things that they know, and they didn't want this person to reveal to you what type of monsters they really were behind the scenes. Because they already had a vendetta. It was already the plot. They already had, you know, the plot cooking. Okay? That they were going to flip this on you. So before this person got to reveal to you who they were, they needed to be able to flip it on you first to make this person believe them, because I love you. And this person is realizing it wasn't love. It had nothing to do with love. It had everything to do with them wanting this person position in this world, their calling, their life. And they under collective, they are under freaking judgment. Do you hear me? These individuals are under judgment. And like I said, do you guys see? We got the tower, the death, and judgment that came out here. This is over. Something is done. Somebody has awakened to the truth. Somebody awakened to the truth here. Someone could be a Scorpio with death and judgment being here. Okay? Someone awakened to the truth. Yep. And they no longer stuck at a crossroad. They are no longer sitting in this energy to where they are blind. They can't see and they don't know which way to go, who to choose, what they want, and what decision that they gonna make or need to make. It's in a reverse. And this is the reason why this person could not give equally to you. Because they were here. Because they were brainwashed. And this is the reason why judgment is here. Because they tamper with someone's mind. They played with someone's mind. And the things that they were doing, it could have definitely caused this person to lose their mind. Okay? It could have caused that. It could have caused somebody to really lose it. Look at this. But they're like, I didn't forget about this though. Thank you, Annabus. I didn't forget about this. I know who I am and I know where I belong. We got the Two of Cups that came out here. Thank you for the makeup brush. That's so cute. Listen. This person say, I know where I belong and who I belong with. And the judgment is because of what they did to this connection. Someone name could be Rosie. Thank you for the rose or the flower. Thank you. This person say, I know who I belong with. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Somebody, Two of Cups, that they have a whole lot of emotion for. Like I said, this person remember nights. They remember days. They remember nights. I see 7743. That's 777. They remember this. They remember how bonded you guys were before these energies inserted themselves. Whether you are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces or not, you had another one working against you here. You got a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy in the reverse. We got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here in the reverse. We got Cancer energy here in the reverse. We got the Nine of Wands standing strong over there. Aries, Leo, Sag, so a little bit of everyone is out here. But I keep telling you guys, after all this that's been said, we only got one king out here that's fighting for this Two of Cups union right here with a person. Because this person be damned if they see their person with someone else. They'll be damned if they do. Somebody's gonna come in fighting for this connection collective. They don't give a damn no more. They don't care no more. This is somebody, but they do care. But I'm just saying they don't give a damn about who got something to say. Nope. About what? Look at this. A high priestess. They said, listen, that's my person. I was ordained to be with this person. You don't know what this person did for me. You don't know what type of, information this person held for me. You don't know anything about my connection with my Two of Cups. That is my high priestess. For some of you, this person confided things in you that they never told no one. And you never told a soul. Whether you told it to them or not, you never told no one else. It was whatever this is, trust me, the more private things is between you two. It don't matter if you guys went after each other or attacked each other or, to each other. You knew what to say and what not to say. The high priestess is here. And that's why I say this person deemed you to be someone that's freaking loyal. Loyal to them. Loyal. This person is saying you the only one that ever been loyal to them. Somebody had time to reflect. But you see, this is the reason why they tried to put this person in this energy in the reverse. So they'll just be thinking all negative in regards to this connection with you. But the tower hit this situation and woke this person up and put them in this mode to where they can really spend time thinking about everything and thinking about their life, thinking about redemption. Because like I say, whoever this person is, they receive karma for what they did to this connection. If you were the one that did something to this connection, you receive karma too. This person been awakening this whole entire time. I don't know why my voice getting shaky, because I feel like somebody, they cried. This is somebody that, I'm talking about, you ain't never see a king cry. This person cries. They cry over this connection. They cry over how, they almost let these individuals destroy this connection with you. They shed literal tears. They do. They do. because what they were not seeing at first been made clear. Listen, someone is clear on something. With the dead card being present, they are clear on something. What they need to end, how they needed to end it, what they needed to do, and all of this could be happening, and it could be unbeknownst to you. But it's like you, with the high priestess coming out, you have an idea. You knew something was going to happen, but again, like as mentioned in the messages prior, you don't know the date, the time, of the hour, but you know, right? But you also didn't wait solely based off the things that you know. You started moving away, and this is what woke this person up. You walked away from this situation. Like, listen, they can have it, you can have it. I don't know what y'all doing or what y'all have going on, but you can have this. I'm not going to stay somewhere I'm not wanted at. I'm not going to stay somewhere where I'm not welcomed at. I'm not going to stay with someone that's not going to stand up for me, for us. Because again, you been knew that these energies were jealous. You could have told this person. They didn't want to believe it. Look at this. The lovers, they didn't want to freaking believe they love her. Somebody that they were ordained to be with. They did not. All this is talking about the Hierophant. Two people being here. The lovers. Two people being here. The Two of Cups. Two people being here. This is an ordained union. So with this one king being out here, notice no queens came out. It's just somebody that knows what she know. The high priestess. This person is in the energy of what is a king without a queen. Who am I without my queen is what this person is saying. Yeah, somebody could be with anyone. They could be with anybody. It's no negotiating that part. But if you know that you have somebody that was meant for you, who would not want to be with somebody that they know was meant for them versus just being with somebody just to say you have somebody? And this is what woke this person up. Once you moved away from this situation, they realized that, yeah, that is my person. And they realized where they went wrong at. And somebody, I'm telling you, this somebody that prayed. I feel like this is somebody that not just cried. This is somebody that wept, okay, over this situation. And the reason why I use the term wept is because they can do it more than you know. And this is what pushed them into saying, listen, I had enough. I had enough. Look, the Wheel of Fortune, that's my Wheel of Fortune. How am I going to, let go? This is my good luck charm. This is my happily ever after. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm letting go of my Wheel of Fortune. And like I said in the beginning, whoever this is that wanted you, and asked this person for you, they saw that you had ties in this. And they just thought that, it'll happen, they'll be able to become prosperous off you. Like I said, they was focused on prosperity. But let me tell you this, the reason being is because collective, I don't know if you know, but anyone that's attached to you in the most positive way, energetically that you listen, you are a freaking blessing. Listen to what I'm telling you. Whoever you are a blessing. Do you notice if you ever just like in real time go around anyone and you always witness them get blessed with something, or a blessing always happen or fall into their lap, or a blessing always or just automatically occur, like appear, for individuals. And for some of them, you see like it be their first time. You get to see them experience something for the first time or something like that. You are a blessed being. You are a peculiar people. Whoever this chosen one is. And this is the reason why this person felt the disconnect. You could have been their good luck charm. But after you, they had to find their way. It's like they couldn't, they don't feel that. It's a certain way that folks feel when you are connected to them. And it's really unexplainable. It's really unexplainable. So I'm trying my best to get you to, understand. But it's like you already know what I'm saying. Okay? For the ones that know. If you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you remove your energy from certain people, it's felt. It is felt. It could cause people to start crashing out, losing things changing, things change. That's why I told you guys, it don't matter what things appear to be. People know how to mask and put on the facade. But I'm telling you, when you disconnected from whoever this person is, or these people, they felt it. No blessings were coming in for them like that, collective. None. They realized that you were the blessing. And so for them, that's what ordained actually really mean. Although there's a whole nother meaning for ordained, but this person is viewing it as a blessing. Like I say, it was felt, because if you look at this, look how the eyes is going down. Like, why are you not holding hands? Why are you not, together? Why are you not, I definitely feel like this person prayed so much. This is somebody that literally heard from God. It's like that was going to be the only way for this person. Maybe this is somebody that didn't believe that, they can literally hear from God. It could have been the first time that this happened for this person, because it was the first time that they were literally listening, right? Not that it's the first time that it happened, it's the first time that they were listening. They wanted confirmation and clarity on who you were without doing things that these energies suggest. Like, go get a reading done on this person. It was something bigger than that. Somebody realizes the power in prayer. They know that there was a power in prayer. And that's why they were running away from it. You know? It's somebody that's definitely, they backslid and they ran away from praying. Thank you, Gabrielle. May return to you manyfold. They ran away from praying. But this someone that got down on their knees. You know, the Hierophant is knee time. That's when you getting down on your knees. Somebody wanted to be heard. They needed answers. Before they let go of this connection. And this person heard from God. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? They could have even heard something along the lines of like, do you have little faith in me? That's what that meant. Because it's like, I showed you this before. I told you this before. You knew who this person was to you. You knew this, but you allow these other individuals to change your mind after I gave you instruction. And it's the reason why this person came out of this situation with this war up ready. When I say ready to cut any and everybody off. They don't care. That's why they don't care anymore. This is not something they heard from through the grapevine from a messenger or nobody like this. Somebody went straight to God himself and got the answer that they were seeking out, that they sought out. They got the answer. But the thing is, God was kind to this person, because this was the second time that they received this same message. The first time they knew it and they did the most, because they had to keep up with whoever these energies are. They had to do it for the people. They had to impress these people. They had to make them happy by ruining you or ruining this connection with you, collective. Whatever they did, it wasn't for them. They felt like they had to do it to make these people happy. And you had all kind of people that joined forces on you. And these are the same ones that want to return. Could be their family, family, your friends. They want to return. They watch you more than you know. If not every day. But you know that already. How you know the high priestess is here? You already knew that these energies was gonna miss you. They ain't never had a family member like you. They ain't never have a friend like you. That's something that went without words. You already knew this was gonna occur. But the only difference is you don't have any words for them this time around. That's nothing, because these energies wanted you to fall. And if whenever you did fall, because like I said, you could have went through the dark night of the soul or received some type of karma. Nobody was there to pick you up. There was clapping. But notice, nobody clapped when you went. But when you were down and out, these energies celebrated that. They were happy that you took a fall, but you were happy too. The high priestess is here. You already knew it was going to be greater later. You already knew that it was happening for a reason. Whatever God was doing, he was in control. But they didn't think that that's the way that you were thinking. They thought they counted you out. They thought it was over for you. They said it is over. Finally, listen, finally, it's finally over. For this connection with them, for that person. They down and they out. I don't see a way. You know, they in this position, they in that position. But the death card is here. When you rose like the phoenix from the ashes that they thought it was gonna bury you, and came back with fierce strength and better than you were before, they're like, nah, something going on. They felt two ways. They felt scared. Okay? And then they got in the energy of you did something. That's why they started saying you did spell work. And now, mind you that this is energies out here that proclaim that they serve God, right? So if you a servant and you serve God, how do you not know what he's capable of? How do you not know that he can do the unthinkable? How you didn't know that he could make a way, he could make a way out of no way? How you didn't know these things? That's because they weren't thinking about it. The only thing that they were thinking about was dismantling this connection with you and this person. This is a freaking power couple. You and this person, you guys are a power couple. The lovers, friends, all of the above. Like, whoever this is, you guys will never hate each other. You'll never hate each other. How? It's too much love here. It's too much love here. Yeah, you may get upset with this person, but you'll never hate them. Whoever this person is, you pray for this person, they pray for you. You send them love and light, they send you love and light. This person is in love with you, you are in love with them. And this is why somebody is like, I'm cutting all of this off. This is what I'm doing. See, somebody was giving some folks some time to prove themselves and prove that, you love me more than I know my person love me. Since you saying that we gonna see. But this is someone that never had no plans on letting you go collective. Like, why would I ever do that? Is what this person is saying. They never had plans on doing so. Whatever they did, they were doing it out of cowardness, man or woman, and being a fool. And I ain't talking about the fool energy, foolish. And they're realizing this. They realizing that, why should I be loyal to someone or some people that's not even loyal, not even loyal. Even if you don't like my person, you don't have to try to show me that you don't by working against them. Because if I'm telling you that's me, then, and you working against my person, you working against me. How am I not seeing it this way? There's no other kind of way that I can see this. Yeah, I know we made family promises. Yeah, I know we made a pact as a friend group. But if you don't love who I love, or you don't accept who I love, then something is wrong. Why should I have to change my whole life and change who I want to be with because of you? Because you don't want me to be with someone. For someone here, baby, listen. This is energies that's close. This could be like a parental figure, a mother, a father, or somebody that somebody's telling this to. Okay? Sister, brother, uncle, cousins, aunties, somebody, friends, all of that. What do we have? The Ace of Cups about their love. Listen. Okay? It's like somebody want to know, and what's your reason? So how you feel about me? These are all things that someone wants to know. And you see, at first they didn't go there with these individuals because they didn't want them to say, well, dang, you doing all of this over a man? Or you doing all of this over a woman? And this is what caused someone to hold back on, them speaking their truth and really standing up for what they believed in. This love with you. This unconditional love too. This is what was stopping this person. They was still acting immature. Whether it's a man or woman, they were still acting immature, like they were, even if this is the child of someone, they were still act. Somebody is realizing, I'm telling you, when they pray, when you're a child, you act like a child. When you're an adult, you act like an adult. And that's not, the entire quote, but that's what it means. So I'm giving you what it means. The real meaning of what that means. The breakdown of what that means. And somebody got that once they prayed, once they spent time with God. You no longer have to act in that type of energy to be accepted. You're not going to be condemned for standing up for yourself as an adult, because the Bible also speaks of, don't provoke your child to anger. If this is parents that's involved. So if you going against someone that they literally love or actually love, what you think the outcome is going to be if they do lose their cool on you? That's not going to fall on them. But these could be energies that made this person believe, well, if you go against me, then you going to hell. You know what I'm talking about? This is how they could have grew up. It's like they had the understanding, but they didn't have the full understanding of, what it actually meant to honor your mother and you hold them in high honor. But if they're not being honorable, you don't uphold them when they doing wrong either. But somebody went off of someone else's theory about what you know what they meant, or how they felt about it, or how they wanted them to be, you know, because you my child, you gonna live your life like this for the rest of your life, you know. It's like that harboring energy, you know, not wanting to let someone grow up. And this is what caused this person to make all the wrong decisions, because they pretended like they care. This is not energies that care for real. And this is what somebody is thinking about. But I'm still gonna do the honorable thing. I'm still gonna hold you in high honor, although you don't even deserve it. I'm gonna do that for you. And I'm doing it for you because you didn't do it for me. Right? And somebody was doing that in hopes of these energies seeing it that way, so that they can just give them what they always wanted, genuine love. But it didn't happen. The genuine love came from you or them. Take it as it resonates. This was not nothing that you could have made up. This love was something that you or this person could not make up. You couldn't. This was a real deep connection here. And it was so deep that you were so hurt by it that you let it go, because you love this person that much, to whereas you was going to let them do whatever you felt like they needed to do, whatever they wanted to do, even if it hurted you. And for some of you it did. And it hurt you to the point to where you walked away from this situation with no plans on returning to this connection whatsoever. And this is the reason why something clicked in this person's mind. Like, it's like they know you're not coming back. You know, they know you're not coming back. And it'd probably be a little easier if they knew that they can hold you accountable. You know, like it was like they didn't play a role in the reason why you decided to walk away from this situation. But they can't. No matter how hard they try, they can't try to make it as if they didn't play a role or push you away. And whoever this is, they could have pushed you away, because in their mind they wasn't ready for what you wanted, because they had to live up to the criteria of other individuals, other people, and do what these energies expected of them. Because this is like a little boy or a little girl, and with this king being out here, this is somebody that was in little boy status, still trying to run behind receiving something that they should have received before, and that's unconditional love. So, like I said, you and this person could have both went through the same thing. For many of you, it's like, listen, it don't get no worse than this. Like, the first people that could have broke you guys' heart could be a mother or a father, you know, on both you guys in some type of way. Or one or the other. Take it as it resonates, right? But after that, I mean, and then you see it for what it is, you know it's the truth, and you grow up living like this is what it is. Sometimes people don't handle that well. Some people will be okay with it. Some people still try to fight to get that feeling, you know. So it can vary, right? That energy can vary, but some people try to fight to get that feeling. Like, well, let me try to do everything right so I could be shown the love that, my sibling was shown up. This one was shown up. I deserve that, and they can overextend themselves, and it still don't happen. And the reason why it's not happening is because it's not there. And the reason why it's not there is because they know who you are. They know you were born with a destined path. They know you were destined for greatness. And some people need to realize that many times when it's a parent, especially, and they know before you that you destined for greatness, is already something that's embedded. Just be grateful that you don't remember the way that they treated you when you didn't know any better. Because the same way that they treating you as an adult, or when you remember, is the same way that they've always treated you. And that's because they wasn't handpicked, or the one that they wanted to be the chosen one was not selected. It was you. And they carry that with them all your days. They make you know it. They make you know it. That nothing changed. Even if they try to show you a little love, it's still not going to be what you know that you deserved. And that energy alone is what screwed somebody up here. Whether it's you or them or the both of you. But someone just took it a little harder than the other. Okay? Somebody said, listen, I don't give a damn. Long as God love me, Jesus love me. And that suffice for you, but not for someone else. Or reverse the roles, okay? What do we have? Yep, the hermit. Someone is out of hermit mode. I'm telling you, somebody was in this energy, hermit mode, with the Four of Swords energy, and it's the only thing that they can think about. And what they been thinking about is the freaking truth. And how they screwed over the one that actually loved them the freaking most. This person know you did or do or whatever. Look, the Eight of Pentacles. And they want to work on this connection with you. Somebody has some plans on working on a connection with you. They do. But first they needed to work on themselves. And I feel like this is what somebody been doing. They've been working on themselves, whether it's you or them or both of you. Like I say, you guys mirror each other. Whoever this person is with the Two of Cups being here is a mirror energy. Both of you guys had healing work to do. You both had things to heal from. Family issues, family dynamics, you know, friends, all of those things. But most importantly, family. People that you felt like should have been loyal to you, collective. These are energies that turned out to be freaking enemies, hidden enemies. And some of them did something to you that they can't take back. Okay? Yeah, they did. What do we have? The King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. There go another king out here. There's a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo that's in their feelings behind something that they did too. Somebody here could have chose money or stability over over you. Different opportunities to make some type of money or finances. I don't know, guys. I really just keep on getting like a father figure energy, or this person could be a father. Okay. Yeah, we got the Knight of Swords. Okay, in the reverse, it's like somebody didn't fight for something. Like, I'm telling you, if this is family, like I was talking about with the King of Pentacles came out, this somebody that pretended like they were, I mean, with the Knight of Swords coming out in the reverse, they pretended like they were fighting for something or fighting for this connection, and somebody could be holding a dad accountable, and that's just period. Here's what I'm getting. They are. And it's like whoever this is, they don't want to hear it because they feel like they didn't do anything wrong, but they did. It was just all about finances. It was all about somebody showing up as the freaking King of Pentacles. Okay? It was all about the King of Pentacles energy. It was all about being that. That's it. You know? Somebody's realizing there's more to life than that. You know? We got the Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords energy here in the reverse? Why is the Knight of Swords in the reverse? This is happening because somebody is having a conversation. They're cutting people off. Someone is tired of not being brave. Someone is tired of not being courageous. I can't make it up. Look at this. We got the Seven of Cups in the reverse. They're cutting off these options, these energies. Yeah, look at this. Okay? This is someone that's even willing to stand alone. This right here could be big because someone is willing to stand alone right now. They are. And this could be someone that never wanted to, be alone or be by themselves or something like that. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Wands. That go Queen of Wands. And we got the Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, look. Okay? Somebody is done with this energy right here. Being deceived, letting people deceive them, being a deceiver. Somebody waiting on their ships to come in. And what the ships is this love, this unconditional love. Somebody feel like, listen, I was born to be loved. I'm telling you, somebody been taking it hard in that department because they felt like nobody really loved them for real. And if you ain't never been in that situation, then you'll never know how that feel. But whoever this is somebody that felt like they really gave up on love. Like, listen, it's just like I don't even know if I deserve love. And the reason why these family members and things came out is because that's like your first friends. That's like, the first people that have the potential that could potentially break your heart, especially parents. And somebody did a great job at that to where they didn't believe that nobody else after that loved them. Because the ones that were supposed to love them showed them how much, and somebody had to grow. This is something that I'm telling you, it came with time and age, that it was okay, that they were still loved. But this is people that grew up their whole life, their young lives, feeling like nobody loved them because of these energies breaking them. It really wasn't another man or another woman. It started from the beginning. But this could resonate for different people in different ways. Because some people wouldn't even, didn't even have any parents. Some people parents could have passed away before they were born. Just take it as it resonates. But, the ones that did have the privilege of having their parents, is like they didn't have any, because the love was non-existent. And this is the reason why energies turned to friends and started believing in friends and, taking value in what their opinions were of them and their lives and things of that sort. Because this was something that it was a wound they were lacking in that area. So when it came down to any type of connection with someone loving them for real, That's why they didn't take your love serious. They didn't see that you really loved them the way that you did until there was a disconnect, until you walked away from this situation, or until they walked away from you. Take it as it resonates. But they're looking at you as this queen of wands, like someone that's beautiful, confident, someone that's stuck by their side. And who is looking at you like this? This king that's out here. Either the king of pentacles or the king of swords. This magnetic attraction that they have to you. This is somebody that's realizing they were magnetically attracted to you for a reason. And only whenever this clicked, this is when they decided that no other option was good enough for them, that they didn't want this. And see, at first they had options. They had the opportunity to celebrate, and they didn't want your cup. They're like, listen, the way that I grew up, I'm all fucked up. I'd rather go with the more. Why would I take, less over, more? Now they're realizing that less is more. Because they had all of these cups and they still was half full. And when it came down to the cup that they had with you, it's running over. One cup. But it took a while for somebody to tap into this energy and see this. This energy came with a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And the blood is sacrifices. And you got to think about this been happening since someone was young. And the reason why they were communicating, and that's why these people tried to flush this person, mind out, or change this person's mind before they go deep with you. They didn't want this person to go deep with you because they already knew that you was someone that was deep. They didn't want this person to tell you that it all started when they were young. Then they felt like this person was going to be exposing them to you and the things that they did to them to you. They didn't never want you to know that. But it's like, if you were dealing with this person, what makes them think that you don't know? Or you didn't know? Without words, without this person saying what was going on. Nobody just not going to, start loving someone and fall in love with somebody that they don't know, You know what I'm talking about? That they don't know. Energies always want to say, well, I didn't know this person. But yeah, you knew. You knew. You knew what they would do. You knew everything about whoever this is when you started loving them. There was nothing that was a surprise. Nothing. Nothing was surprising. Nothing. About whoever this is. Nothing was a surprise. Not even anything that came up. People like to pretend like they shocked and about what a person would do. Like, I never thought you would do that. Yeah, you did know. Because nothing is a real secret. Especially not for someone that have knowledge, that can see. Many times you know what people gonna do before they even do it. And that's a part of your gifts. Just like you knew that somebody was gonna be feeling this way once you walked away. Look at this. We have the Queen of Pentacles energy here. Okay? And like I said, we got the King of Pentacles here. That go to Queen of Pentacles. Somebody know that they're supposed to be having this and living this ordained life with you. They do. They know that. And they knew that. Because you are someone that's prosperous too. And this is the reason why somebody, whoever this is that this person was dealing with, they didn't want this person to show you who they really were. In fear of you guys creating and building an empire. But they didn't know that you was like that too. They didn't know that your mind was just as bright. And you are more than capable of building an empire too. No, they didn't know that because they thought that you were finished because you tripped. You tripped and fell. They thought you were done. So these energies counted you out. And they went with this move with this person. Like, listen, this is not the one, because how are you gonna build anything with this person? And they, they can't even stand on they, 2 feet and things of that sort. This somebody that counted you out and they couldn't count. They had you all mixed and screwed, collective. And somebody here, yeah, this is somebody that's definitely, look, celebrations is here. The spirit say, you tripped and fell and you came up in this Queen of Pentacles energy, and now you celebrating. And now these energies are feeling it, because for many of you, you don't want no parts. And somebody else don't want no parts with these individuals either. They really don't. They really don't. I feel like some people is trying to guilt trip someone. Yeah, look at this energy walking away from this situation. Look at these people. Somebody is looking at them like, nah, I'm headed out. I'm about to leave this situation, because like I said, with you receiving the Wheel of Fortune that came out here, remember that came out for you, collective. So with that being said, you definitely gonna be collaborating and working on something here. Whether you are this Queen of Pentacles or this King of Pentacles, you guys have what it take, but it together is even better. Together is even better. And the reason why is because you guys can potentially create and build, a legacy. Something that's going to last the test of times. But this is not what these energies wanted you guys to do, because they couldn't do it, because they wasn't chosen for it. They tried to ruin you guys a long time ago. So by the time you made it to this part of your journey in life, you wouldn't be no more good. And it's all the ones that proclaim that they loved you here. Okay? They were all involved. You guys had a lot of people involved in this. Okay? A lot of people involved. Look at this. But something is going to take off fast. And this is the reason why you go through these. I want to say this is like therapy for you guys. Therapeutic. Okay? Because at the end of the day, once you learn it, once you can touch bases on it, then you can move on to the next part of your journey. So each and every day that we tap in on these messages and you go within, and something be brought to the forefront that you can actually receive without feeling attacked, right? And heal from it and let it go. The faster whatever this is that's supposed to come into you is coming in. You're on the receiving end of things. So instead of 9 wands, you got 8 wands. And these 8 wands is all about fast movement. So some things is changing at a lightning speed. At the speed of lightning, something is changing here. And I feel like that's this. With the 3 of Pentacles and the celebrations that came out with the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune being here, and the 8 of Wands, that's straight good energy. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles that came out and the Queen of Wands. You are able to manifest whatever it is that you actually want at this time. You already reached that rough patch in life. You already failed. So with the 8 of Wands, this is like you only can go up from here. But if you stay stuck in this energy and don't receive it and move forward, it's a possibility that you're going to get left behind. But you got to also realize that this couldn't come in unless you did the healing work, unless you received the truth for what it is and not for what you wanted it to be or what you thought it was. These messages are not for you to, go start conflict or drama because of what you found out or what happened. Receive it, heal it, move on. And I feel like this is what these messages are for. But unfortunately for some people are bound. They can't go nowhere. You see, and that's the reason why this is meant for you to receive a healing and move on. Not to be mad at nobody for what they did. They did what they did already. You can't change that. That's the hand that you was dealt. Whatever these energies did is the hand that you were dealt. And I feel like that's what whoever this king is up here is understanding. Now, instead of fighting for something that they're not going to get, they realize that their fight consists of them ruining themselves in order to receive the love that they always wanted. They got to put in too much hard work to try to, get a response. They got to do the unthinkable. They got to do some, they got to do some down bad shit to somebody. They got to fuck over somebody that's good in order to receive accolades and love from these individuals. And somebody's like, man, listen, I'm not doing that no more. I see what it is now. If I got to do that, then I'm not doing it. Because I'm the one sitting here receiving karma for what I'm doing, not you. Y'all just happy that this is what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And this is the reason why somebody is deciding to cut energies off and walk away and don't want no parts with them no more. Because I see what you've been doing to me the whole entire time. You've been misleading me. You've been misleading me. You've been misguiding me. You wanted me to be like you. So whoever this is, and I already vowed that I wasn't going to be like you. But I saw myself slowly turning into you, picking up on the things that you did or what you doing or something like that. And I'm not doing this no more. You the one ruining my life. You the problem. You my problem. Look at this. The Three of Swords. You my problem. You the one did this. You the first one that broke my heart. And you mad because I didn't want to be like you, so you tried to force me into being like you. And think about it, collective. When you don't try to be like these folks, they really try to shun you. Try to make you feel like you don't belong, and because everybody else followed the wave and you didn't. But for many of you, you say, you know what? Guess what? I'm going my own way. I'm going down my own path. I'm going to be who God ordained me to be. I'm not trying to be like nobody else. So if this is what it is for me to be accepted, then I guess I'm not going to ever be accepted then. And this is the reason why you guys got blessed with the Wheel of Fortune. This is the reason why you got blessed with the Wheel of Fortune. Because for whoever you are, you chose God over whatever. And you stood your ground respectfully though. Right? And I feel like this is what somebody else is doing. They setting boundaries. You put boundaries had to be set. Because nobody shouldn't expect nobody else to be like them. You're you and I'm me. I have my own set of fingerprints. How you want me to be like you? How you want me to do what you doing? What if I can't do what you doing? What if I can't do it like you? So you want me to waste my life trying to be like you? What about what I'm supposed to be doing? And that's what somebody is saying. Because remember, when they tried to be like whoever this is, they have nothing but bad memories. Six of Cups in the reverse. Nothing but bad memories of trying to follow behind or follow in the shoes of whoever this is. Nothing but bad memories. Now, if this is somebody that wanted to do this, then this wouldn't even be up for discussion. But this is somebody that felt like they were forced into this, like they were turning into this because of the bondage that they were in being connected to these individuals. It's like that get down to lay down energy, right? Or if you don't do this, then you out. Then if you don't do this, then we not gonna accept you. That means you never did. If it's that easy for you to say that to somebody, you never did then. And the ones that know they wronged you, they'll be quick to try to project and say something like that to you. You know? AKA them really saying I don't give a damn and I never did. You know, they saying everything but that. Four Wands. And that's why Spirit is saying, listen, you need to receive this, heal from this, and move away from this situation. Because we have nothing but the Four Wands energy. It's time for you to take those 3 cups, and I'm turning it to them 4 Wands, and it's time for you guys to really get down and celebrate. It's time to celebrate. You overdue for celebrations. You overdue for joy. You getting, you know how sometimes when people waiting on like a lump sum of money and it's like they receive back pay. This is what you're receiving when it come down to your happiness. You getting back pay. This is long overdue. So imagine how much you accumulated over the years doing good or making the right choices or even healthy choices. Somebody got some back pay coming in. Look, somebody got some back pay coming in. Listen. A straight Ace of Pentacles, and it's being handed to you straight from the Most High. Do you understand? Because if you don't understand, he understand. Even when you made mistakes, he understand why you made mistakes. He know why you made mistakes. Because of the hand that you were dealt. He know that already. So for many of you, you already been forgiven. But the thing is, you needed to forgive yourself for some of the things that, you know, occurred or you went through, you dealt with, or you even did. And that's why when it come down to these messages, you're supposed to receive it and heal from it so you can move away from it. Move away from it. Put it in the past behind you and focus on what's in front of you. Okay? Because from what I see, I see something great that's about to happen here. You ever seen a negative situation get turned into a positive situation? I feel like if you didn't, you about to experience that. And that's how you gonna know that it's God. Okay? That's how you gonna know. That's how you gonna know. Because for some of you're like, nah, man, you probably gonna be in your mind like, no, I didn't really ever see that. Like some people really didn't like see that, experience that. You about to though. You about to. Because you deserve it. You deserve it. And I'm telling you guys, there's some people that's under judgment here. The Tower came out first. Why did the Tower come out? Can we know about the Tower? What is the Tower here for? Whew. We got the Queen of Cups. We got the Queen of Cups energy here that came out. Okay? Listen. Intuition. Okay? You are someone that's a nurturer. You are someone that's compassionate. Why did the Queen of Cups come out? Let's ask before we lean on our own understanding. Why did the Queen of Cups come out to clarify the Tower? But what I'm getting is, what I really feel is because of your innocence, your purity. Okay, Spirit is not playing behind you. I'm telling you. Look, Temperance is here. Yeah, to balance things out for you. Okay? This is why. We got the Queen of Cups and we got Temperance. Okay, Sagittarius energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius energy. Okay, but minus the signs. Let's just, because you can be in it, you could be a Sagittarius that operate in the Queen of Cups energy. You know what I'm talking about? So minus that. Like you could be someone that's compassionate, someone that's a nurturer, someone that's intuitive, you know, so it varies. But right now, this is about this Queen of Cups energy, the Tower happening because of this queen. You would definitely, like I said, you know, when I first started this message, like I've been having tears in my eyes since this message started, collective. Okay, I don't know. It just feel like my voice is jittery and everything. Like I just want to cry. I don't know. Like I said, because somebody been crying. But what I'm speaking of is like that feel of energy, like that energy to where you empathize and you sympathize and you can really just feel. This is one of these type of situations. Okay, the tower is hitting to balance things out. Okay, it's to bring balance in the situation, and this is what's happening here. And it's like, I'm telling you, like your ancestors did into the chat, your ancestors is about to really show energies about coming for you. This is what the tower is here for. Trying to take advantage of you, trying to hurt you, trying to harm you. Things are about to be balanced out, and that's why you got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? Because like I said, for many of these energies, they were choosing finances. Everything was about money and finances and things of that sort. You know, trying to get people to hold back on love, feelings, and emotions and hold back financially. Remember, that came out first after the Tower. The Four of Pentacles energy to where, you know, they wanted someone to hold back from you financially. And for some of you, that could have led to you falling, you know. They didn't want someone to help you here. So with that being said, that could have played a role with the reason why, you know, you tripped and fell. But that didn't mean that was permanent. Maybe it was a reason why, you know, you couldn't really do something to get on your feet right then and there. It had to be a reason. Of course it was a reason. Nothing is for nothing, and nothing is a coincidence. So it was a reason why. So what I'm getting is these energies tried to kick you when you were down. I see 281. Somebody could be in Texas. Okay. But they tried to kick you when you were down, collective. And they thought that you were gonna stay down. They thought you were gonna stay down. Look at this. Ooh. So you guys had a Queen of Swords in the reverse working against you. If you were this Queen of Cups energy, you definitely had a Queen of Swords in the reverse working against you. Like I said, it's not about signs, but at the same time, it's here. So for the most part, if you were a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or Sagittarius energy, you had a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius working against you here, and the Tower is happening. A Tower is happening, and you are being blessed right in the presence and in the face of these individuals, and they're going through judgment for the role that they played. Okay, for the roles that they played in this situation here. You will be look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The freaking devil came out. Collective, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you see this? Whoever this is, remember I said on the lovers, you guys were supposed to be holding hands and you guys were supposed to be together. Look at this. And somebody was looking down on you. Like the divine was looking down on this connection. But look at this. So whoever this is, they tried to play the divine in this situation where this was an ordained connection and try to have you and this person that you were with bound. The freaking devil. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, energy is in the reverse, collective. I'm telling you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Even on the lovers, it's Gemini energy. Okay? Someone can be a Gemini too. Capricorn energy. That they want you guys to be inseparable. They wanted you guys to be bound. This is, look at this. You see both hands are out. That means that this connection, both you guys had a blessing. Both you guys had grace. But here is one hand up. Like I am the one that's in control. I'm going to control this. And that's why somebody got their sword up. And that's why the tower hit. Didn't I tell you God was in control? Who else can control the devil? Who else you know that can control the devil? The devil gonna even bow down to God. Do you understand what that means? That's why the tower is here. And the devil came out right under this Queen of Swords energy, was working with him and operating with him, and they both getting hit by this freaking tower for whatever they did to this connection with you and someone else. And like I said, for many of you, you've been knowing these energies a long time, whether it's parents, ex-lovers, friends, it don't matter. They all played a role in this situation here. Now, somebody could come in and show you they love. Who you see at the bottom of this deck? The King of Cups. Do you see? This is why this king was holding back on their love, like I said. They were holding back because they couldn't show it to you. Because they were bound in the situation. And they thought you were bound too. And you like, oh no, not me. That's you. Nobody's going to control my destiny. You giving them power over you and yours. From whatever pact you made with them. But this King of Swords came out. I mean, this king, well, I said the King of Swords. This King of Cups came out for this king. I don't try to mess me up. This King of Cups came out for this Queen of Cups. As you can see, I told you, this person is in love with you and you are in love with them. And if that don't clarify what I said, then I don't know what is. But this King of Cups found out the real truth here about what was hitting. You see, the moon. Somebody definitely was dealing with a freaking Cancer. Or this King of Swords was dealing with a Queen of Cups. Because I said the King of Swords for the King of Cups. Excuse me. Somebody been keeping some secrets here. And that's this freaking devil energy. They've been keeping something a secret about how they was moving in this manipulative energy. Yeah, look, Nine of Swords energy here. And why somebody was stuck in this Nine of Swords energy, but they not in it anymore. The tower is hitting on all of that. And the bed that they made, tried to make for this person to lay in. This first king out, this King of Swords, this King of Pentacles, okay? Or this King of Cups. Because I feel like this is about divine masculine right now. Honestly. Being as though the queens came out so late. And these kings are, whoever you were dealing with, these individuals were straight attacking the person that you ordained to be with. Literally trying to turn you against someone here. And they put you all in your head. You already know this. You already know. Now, you could reverse the roles. It could be the other way around too. But that's what I heard. And that's what we saw. Okay? Somebody wanted your lover. They was attacking your lover. They were attacking you. They were attacking this connection. They've been attacking you since you were young. They've been attacking your lover since, like I said, it's a mirror effect. Shared feelings. This could be your real soulmate or twin. And they knew that you had one. They knew early on that you had someone. They knew who your person was that was coming in. And they were able to identify this person. When this person came into you, they knew who this person was to you. Right off the flap, right off the back, they knew. And I'm talking about on both ends. From this masculine perspective and this feminine perspective. They knew this. And they wanted to ruin it. And they wanted to ruin it. They want to look, but they can't. Listen, they cannot. There's nothing that they can do. Got the Six of Wands energy. I'm telling you, something coming. There's nothing that they can really do, because now whoever this king is like, listen, I didn't do it before, but I'm doing it now. This is somebody that want to give you the accolades you deserve from them, because they've been holding back on it for so long. And that's why the King of Cups came out to clarify the Queen of Cups. They are ready to profess their love for you, to you, and to whoever. You see all these people that's around? See, that's what they were fearing, that this person was going to put you up here. And they was going to be sitting around looking like some freaking peasants. And it's like, you never wanted that. You never wanted that to be that way. But they brought this energy on themselves. They're not even looking at you. They looking at other ways. You see, but they there pretending to celebrate. But they looking at other way. But somebody don't even care. Somebody like, listen, if you want me to be, around or involved or a part of your life, there's no way that you're going to try to shun the one that I love. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. There's no way. There's no way. Somebody is done with that. They finished with that. Somebody realized that they were operating in a real childish behavior, tapped into that energy. Look at this. Yay. They said, this is my person. This is my person. And y'all know this is a winning team card. 9 of Pentacles. This person have everything I need and everything I want. That's who I want. That's who I chose. Somebody said they chose you a long time ago, collective. And they wasn't able to show it to you. Look what's at the bottom of this deck. The 10 of Wands. And it's been a burden on this person. See, that's the thing. It's been a burden. This person been burdened. Why they were burdened? Because it was in this 9 of Swords energy. Because with the 2 of Swords that came out early on, they wanted this person to choose between you and them. And somebody was doing it too. They were doing it. They were doing it. Because what they wanted was more important than this connection. Because they felt like you wasn't going nowhere. And they felt like, listen, in this lifetime, I gotta get what I'm supposed to get. I don't care if I'm an adult or a young man or an older man or an older woman or a young woman or an adult woman. I gotta get what I want. I deserved to be loved when I was coming up. And this is all this was stemming from. Maybe they started getting a little attention. And they like, listen, I've been wanting this all my life, so I'm not going to do nothing to ruin this. So they didn't make a freaking decision. Or they did make a decision. And that decision, whatever they not making the decision is making the decision. And if they did make a decision, they didn't choose you the first time around. They chose these friends, these families, and everybody else who they value. Possibly before they thought they knew you. Like I said, before they thought they knew you. Look at this, the 10 of Cups. Okay? We had the 10 of Cups before they thought they knew you. This is somebody that always knew how they felt about you, but they need for them wanting to feel unconditionally loved by some individuals was more than, it meant more than anything to this person or to you. Take it as it resonates. Okay? What do we have? Page of Swords in the reverse, Star in the reverse, and 2 of Pentacles. So, like I said, these energies did something to whereas when it came down to any new ideas about this 10 of Cups, union with you, they wiped that away. When it came down to someone being hopeful about this journey with you, they took that away and left a situation up in the air, juggling, dealing with highs and lows, or left you or this person in this energy. And these energies played a role because they knew that this energy was going to break your heart or break this person's heart or break both of y'all hearts. See, that was the secret, to break both of y'all hearts. Okay? Whenever y'all tried to come together and try to make it seem as if this was not supposed to happen, or you were not meant to be with this person, or they didn't like you for this reason or that reason, but they'll watch this person or you go to a whole nother situation with somebody else doing the same thing, and it's no issue. It's no problem there. The problem was with you. You get it? The problem was with you, not nobody else. If this person move on to go to someone else, they're not going to have an issue with that person. If you move on to go somewhere to someone else, they're not going to have an issue with that person. The issue is these two people. And that's the moral to the story. The same reason why they say they didn't like you, they're not going to have that same energy when it comes down to this person dealing with someone else. Okay? And it could be the same thing that's going on. It's okay because it's not you. If that makes sense. They wanted you to be juggling. They didn't want you guys to have this connection because you guys are a power freaking couple. I'm telling you, this is straight unconditional love. Whether folks want to admit it or not, and not too many people experience real, genuine love where someone really wholeheartedly loves them. I'm telling you, it may appear to be that way, but all the times it don't be that way. All the time it don't be that way. And this is energies that knew that two people was in love, and they like, hell no. That's what happened. Look at this. Spirit said, and that's the truth. Okay? That is it. Look, it may sound far-fetched, but it's the truth. And it was your birthright. You guys were ordained to be together, and from birth, before you guys even met in the 3D, you had already met. And that's the truth. And like I said, these energies knew the truth. They knew the truth a long time ago. That you were destined to have this in this person. They knew it. They knew this, collective. Or either they knew that this person was going to be destined to be with someone like you, or you them. Take it as it resonates. But whatever it is that they knew that somebody here had a destiny. A fated destiny too. And they wanted to destroy that. And they've been destroying themselves in the process though. Because they're the ones that's under judgment. Judgment. What is the judgment here? Look, a brand new passionate beginning. That means that whatever the hell they did, they spent a whole lot of time doing that for nothing. Because for many of you, you're going to be coming back together with this person. But guess what? Whoever you are, you already walked away from a situation. You did. And you may not even see this coming. For some of you, you don't even see this coming. Like I said, it's your birthright. And if you don't know what birthright means, look it up. And that's the promise. This was ordained union. This is like people that were, like, I don't know if you guys made a promise before you got here or what, but this promise stands. And ordained is ordained by God. So there's no man, no devil that'll be able to stop and block something that God ordained and said is going to be. But for many of you, the reason why it didn't happen yet is because somebody had to awaken. And that's why the death card came out here. Somebody had to go through a death and rebirth. Somebody had to awaken to the truth. Someone needed to stand in their power. Someone needed to set boundaries, healthy boundaries. And until that happened, it wasn't going to be no you in this person. Because for many of you, like I said, you walked away, you good. You may not be all good, but you're good. You're okay with the decision that you made to walk away from a situation that was not serving you in no type of way, where you didn't feel valued at, where you didn't feel wanted at, because you were not going to force anything. But by your absence being felt in this situation, somebody's really feeling like they can't do it without you. And that was the catalyst for change. That was the catalyst for change. It's not the other way around. It's not what you wanted. It's about what somebody had to realize here. And they realizing it because honestly, this person can't even sleep. They can't. They cannot sleep because they know how this went. It's like once they prayed and everything was revealed to them, they really is not sitting well with them now. Somebody have a whole change of heart. They have a change of heart. Minus whatever you guys been through. Minus whatever you guys went through. It was all a part of the lesson. It was all a part of the plan. It's no coincidence whatever unfolded here. But somebody had to learn. And Spirit knew that if this occurred, then something was gonna shift with someone. When this occurred, once they knew that you were gone and you were not returning. Because remember, somebody could have been trying to give it time. Like, oh yeah, the collective always return to me, and the collective is gonna return to me. No, 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 no. And for some of you, you could have really walked away, like ended things. For many of you, this could even be someone that you walked away from and divorced. Like I said, whatever is ordained, it's ordained. So when we talking about God, talk about the unthinkable, okay? The unimaginable, things that you never saw. That's why I say whatever occurred, you gonna know that it was God. I said that already, right? I thought I did. Okay. So I'm telling you, what's meant for you is not going to pass you by. There's no such thing. And there's no way that'll ever happen. And you ain't trying to use no force. You ain't trying to, abuse no one's free will choice. None of that. You doing exactly what you should be doing and what you should have done. Because for many of you, you were guided to walk away. So this person can feel the absence of you. So they can see how it feels to not be prosperous and not being able to prosper. You were the catalyst for that. You were the one that brought that energy. That came along with you. That's what you brought to the connection. You know how some people want to ask what you bring it to the table. This is what you bring it to the table. Nothing but prosperity. It's like you the plug. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I could put it for you to understand what I'm saying. You the plug in that situation. So yeah, somebody could go move on and things that sort, but I mean, they may not be the ones that have it. It's not going to be them. It's probably going to be somebody else. But they could have had it when they were with you with no problem, if that makes sense. It never was a problem. Anything else? Justice. Yeah, so justice is about to be served. Spirit is saying. And look, on this situation, justice is being served as we speak. The Five of Wands energy, on these energies that brought this conflict and competition and all this in you guys' life, justice is here. Justice. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. Left out in the cold. Okay, and guess what? They're gonna be stuck in this cycle of this too, not being able to break free from it. So this is like I said, I told you guys prior to this that whatever is occurring is set in stone. For many of them, it's set in stone. So that means they're gonna go the rest of their lives in this energy right here from what they did to this connection. This took years. For some of you, this took years. Some of you could have been thinking back on how long you've been dealing with this situation or just situations in general and how many years you came up with. I'll wait. I'll wait. And some of these energies got more time behind them than in front of them. Okay? For what they did to this connection. Or just in general. You know? So whatever is left, they're spending it in this Five of Pentacles energy. Oh, Spirit said this one. Okay. So it says, the Lord your God will bless you in all your harvest and in all the works of your hands, and your joy will be complete. Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 15. And on the back it says, in him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. May your unfailing love be with us, Lord, even as we put our hope in you. Psalms chapter 33, verse 21 through 22. And we have one more that came out here. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. Okay? So, yeah, Henry W. Beecher. He could be a poet, but I feel like energy should be showing gratitude to the Most High at this time, baby. Okay, because this situation, I'm telling you, you're going to know it's God. I'm telling you, whatever this is that's about to occur, because man can't do this. Okay, and the devil sure can't either. All right. So it says, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithful love endures forever. First Chronicles chapter 16, verse 34. That's what I have for you guys. Until next time, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, love, and blessings.